Okay, I remember to turn my audio on this time. Alright, let's go ahead and pause the music. Welcome to the stream. I haven't done this in a while. And let's make sure my game thing's working. It's not registering, is it? Okay, stream scuffed. Good way to start out. Let me see if I can fix that. I feel like there's a way I fixed it before. But I don't remember how that went. Because it was some weird thing that Genshin does. Okay, I think I'm about to log into the game. Hey! Welcome to chat. I'm figuring out technical difficulty. My game capture is not wanting to work. Let's see, let's give that a try. No, it's not doing anything, is it? Fuck. This may take me a moment. My apologies. Maybe it's a good thing this is like a middle of the night stream. No. Well, if I can get this going, we'll have a stream. I've sat there and messed with settings and stuff all week for things, and somehow it fails at this point. Okay, let me try clicking into the game. It's going to immediately start out with the WIndblume event thingy. But maybe it'll let me get to settings. Because I made the mistake of going to the Mondstadt. Yeah.
Hey there, Catherine.
Yeah, I made the mistake of going to the Mondstadt Adventurers Guild to do something other and accidentally started this event before I was ready. So we may just have audio for a second until I can get to settings menu.
Good day, you two.
My apologies.
It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the WIndblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts
I'm
for
sorry,
their loved
all you can
ones,
hear is Paimon's
but
annoying
it's
voice.
customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the
So you
tavern
guys
next
can't
door
see
have
this,
been
but
getting
there's
lovey-dovey with
the
one
cats
another
on the
recently.
steps.
Ew.
And apparently the cats have a better romance life than
You know
me.
that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds?
Yeah, that's super specific of
That's what
Paimon
this
to
feels
mention.
like.
This cutscene needs to
Perhaps
hurry
you
up
two
so I can
could
get the
simply take
settings.
this chance to. Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you.
We got
There's something I
Sucrose.
need your help with.
Whoa! Sucrose? What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a
So
friend
as soon as I can get through this
cut.
cutscene, any day now.
No, not help like in the WIndblume sense. It's just... How do I explain?
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
Phew. Okay,
Make
here's
this
the
explanation
situation.
fast, please.
I've been appointed as the WIndblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
I wonder if trying a
My
different
task
scene would
is to
help.
do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
No. It's
Nice
not
one.
easy.
So how did they decide who to appoint anyway?
Nope. Just a bigger empty
They
screen.
spawn an empty bottle donated by Angel Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen.
Spin bottle is a weird method to choose
I think
with.
so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Is that a test?
She gave us a tube.
Yep, every time I do a good
Oh
deed
man,
for
I really,
someone,
really want to
I
get the
them
settings to
breathe into
change
a test
stuff.
tube. That
But
way,
the
I can collect
breathe
everyone's
into a
breaths
test
of
tube.
joy.
What the fuck, Sucrose?
Sounds
What the
fascinating.
hell?
Are you gonna...
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck,
Like, I
I'll
guess
be
she's an
able to produce
alchemist,
something
but it's
truly
still
miraculous.
really, really weird. She wants people to breathe in the test tubes for her. Like, that's creepy, man.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy.
Are you gonna do it,
Paimon
Paimon?
to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
Yeah, it's that's more like sweet madame
Hey,
breath.
come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay?
Her best is not very good.
Does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something?
No, joy isn't measured in those terms
This
at
is
all.
such a long cutscene,
Let me
and I
put it
really,
this way.
really wish I could get the settings
Have
to
you ever
fix
planted a fruit
my
seed and
stream.
cared for it while it grows? In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it. For example,
Well,
in
it's
my
just like
case,
different angles of
I would
Sucrose
say that
talking to
experience a
Paimon and the
statistically
Traveler
significant
in front
amount
of
of joy,
Catherine.
I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula
We got some nice
to
little
a point where it
dandelions
was
floating
finally
around.
consistently effective. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
Paimon's floating and being useless
Story
as
short,
usual.
You want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the WIndblume Festival and all.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you
We're
don't
not
know
really
how to
experienced at this
approach
kind of stuff, Sucrose.
Really? You have a plan?
Well, if she's in,
Sure,
then
we have a
Paimon
plan.
will help too.
Don't know what it is, but we got a
Talking
plan.
anyway. But if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame? Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love after
Traveler's
all.
face palming because
Excuse
Paimon is just out for
Excuse me,
food as
Sucrose?
usual.
Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Is this finally gonna end the cutscene so I can get the settings and fix my scuff stream?
Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When
Oh,
did
we got
she arrive
Kale
on
standing
set?
on the stairs. She finally got to make it back to Mondstadt.
Let's go say hi.
Thank God. Okay. Let me get into settings so I can fix everything. So I remember what I had to do before was turn it to a windowed thing instead of full screen, and then it would find it. I feel like settings should not be locked behind the like cutscenes. You should just be able to go to settings anytime. Okay, let's see if that let us find it. Let me try something else. Maybe I have to do a window capture instead of game capture. Yeah, there we go. I figured it out. Just let me resize some stuff for a second, guys. Is that lined up? I'm trying to do it in studio mode. I think that's it. Okay, we'll put it live and see if this works. No, I still got it a little out of position, didn't I? There we go, and now let me put it down underneath everything. Okay, everything looks good again. My apologies for that fuckery. Alright, let me pull my game window back up. I can't see my icons for my damn web camera. There we go.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like
Alright.
to see Liyue's tourist spots.
Yeah, they still got like
I
the
have a
dandelions
few
floating everywhere. It's
references.
pretty nice. Oh, they got the flower decorations up.
Holly! Hey!
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
I expected her to be more
You were
excited.
staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what people
I
who
was
are
just
not fine
looking at a
say.
Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what does these things refer to?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide
It sounds like
who
a
will
scavenger
never
hunt
get
more than a
lost.
prophecy.
Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
Sounds more like a prank. Someone left in a book, but sure.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
Oh,
Random sucrose.
it was called The Boar Princess.
Hey, I know that we can collect pieces of that book.
That is strange. I've read that book.
Or had to
and
do
it
something
sounds
with
like
quest
that note
1.
you found has
One
no
of the two.
relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Kale's like, who the fuck is this?
This is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Green-haired girl, meet green-haired girl.
Hi.
Oh, they're both like shy and socially awkward too.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy. So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real?
Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
I mean,
The
it
only
feels a little
people who read
prankish.
children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course.
I would have assumed children
I'm
first,
sure
but
that
yeah.
whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
I mean,
Okay,
maybe a lot of
so
people. I don't know.
What do you
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow. Her guesswork is really
Okay, so
good,
I just had to
though.
move my
I
little
wanna pick her
stream
brain
pet
some
because I
more.
realized it was blocking my UID.
Will she find it annoying if I keep
And I really
asking her
need that for the
questions? We've only just
Twitch
met
partner
after
thingy.
all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
Because maybe if I stream enough, I'll get some rewards from Genshin right now.
Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for a better personality.
Damn,
Huh?
lack of self-confidence there.
You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already. That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do... Kale!
She's really got some self-esteem issues.
I
Oh,
know
we got
that
Amber.
voice.
We finally get to see them reunited.
Kale!
So there's a manga
You made good time, huh?
that
Way earlier
miHoYo
than I
released
expected.
before
I
the game
spotted your
came
green
out.
hair way off in the distance. Good
It
thing
was
my
kind
eyes
of
are
a
sharp,
prequel
or
to
I'd
the
have
events of the
missed you.
game. And we get introduced to Kale there and her adventures of Amber.
Finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Yeah, like what Paimon said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's already
A
come
long
back
time
and
ago,
visited.
I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back
Or maybe
to
she
Mondstadt
hadn't been back
and
in a
tell them
while.
all the news that I've been cured.
It was a little unclear.
Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
So she's just gonna ditch us to hang out with Amber.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh,
Oh,
she has other
that's all
people.
right. In that case, you guys go.
Oh,
rest
wait,
up.
is it
I'll
Tanari
go
and
see
Sano?
Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
I'm probably gonna try and mute
Traveler
Tanari's
Sucrose,
voice as
could
best
you
as I
look after
can
Kale for now?
during this, by the way.
I'll come get her later and take
It's
her
all the
out.
shit that went
There's
down with his
still
voice
a whole
actor.
bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
But I may not have perfect
Awesome.
timing, so
See you later then.
just bear with me. I will try my best.
You alright there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends.
Oh, we get her thoughts
Am I
too.
gonna be able to cope?
Social
I've only met
anxiety is
Seacrest
real.
so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation. I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Say, where are they at? Okay, who's gonna speak first?
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
That's not a funny joke, Sino.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it.
Him and
View,
his puns.
Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra?
This is terrible.
No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
There, I didn't think he was
Master,
gonna speak
this is
first that
Sucrose,
time.
an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Seacrest, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating.
This is like a
I'm
game in
Tainari.
and of itself,
Pleased
trying to
to meet
mute
you.
Tainari and not anybody else.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings.
Oops,
Though
sorry.
if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Or you can call him
Indeed.
Dad,
We're not here in an official capacity.
because they're
just to
basically
keep
both her
Kale
dads at
company
this
on her
point.
vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There
Did you
should
get
be
paid
no
time
issues.
off?
I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose.
Albedo!
Genius is an unnecessary epithet.
I feel like it's been
It
forever
will
since
serve
we've had an
only to
event with
leave
Albedo.
an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out!
Paimon's too stupid for this
As it
conversation.
happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation. And you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological
Tainari's
consultant
so
to the
dumb with
treasure
his shit.
hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician.
I feel like this was like really unnecessary for them to like try and get secret identities for a vacation.
Very much so.
I do wish some of the less
That
cautious
deadpan stare
adventurers in the
when he
Avidya
replied
forest
that.
would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in
Sorry.
texture,
Thought he was done
they
talking.
make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket,
I
it
missed
takes
that last
a
line.
huge
didn't I?
amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials.
She's just sitting here doing all the
and
math.
I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
What you doing,
Then
Albedo?
please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Up we have a whole thing about. Oh, he's come up with a whole plan for them. Got them hotels and everything set up, snacks, things to do. Tour guide Albedo.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant,
He's humoring them.
nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. That's why
Of course you would,
tagging
Paimon.
along.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician I'll approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
Just
I'll
changing it to a
pitch the
camping
tents.
trip.
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
I think Paimon's just looking to eat.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Alright, let's go get some snacks. I thought. Did I miss something? Let's see. Am I just looking past this right now? Yep, Gathering of Outlanders. Here we go. Oh, I guess I have to talk to her.
Hey, Sarah, can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, Want anything else?
We got sweet madames at home, Paimon.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be all. Yay! You're the best person in the whole wide world!
At least she was going to accept that. Until we cave.
Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume. No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
That was
Ate a whole
great.
chicken in the
If
time it
that
took
was
her
a
to
Windblume
wrap up the
treat,
food.
then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
She a little floating vacuum? Or I guess I'm assuming it's chicken, it could just be like a pigeon. Actually, is it nearby? Is it up? Is it along the lake shore? Yeah, I'm mostly gonna focus on the Windblume event. Not sure how long that'll be. But I can't do the new Archon quest yet because I still have to do the rest of that Sumeru quest. And I don't really feel like starting that tonight. So that'll probably be another stream this week.
All right, looks like we're all here.
This is a fancy campsite. You got tables and chairs and everything.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
I love how he's still being
Are
like,
you
I'm an
quite
adventurer thing.
finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
So everyone is cooking their own food. I feel like that could get interesting.
That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the
'Cause hasn't, like,
prominent
Albedo
umami
cooked
flavor
bugs
of the
before?
dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
Like, I don't know if I would trust
That's
him
correct.
cooking.
Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also
So I guess it's like specific to
me.
Mondstadt.
So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are
Done you
concerned,
too soon.
calla lilies are usually used in soups. So
Calla
if I had
lilies
to
and soup, I don't
guess,
know about.
small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its
Are
gentle
they just
texture,
nerding out over
which
food
brings
recipes
out the
now?
tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
Yeah, they're just swapping
I'll write a
recipes
copy
here.
of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
Oh, Sucrose was the one we
I'll
really
have
should have
some.
worried about cooking.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten
I know
very
when I
much.
have her
Is your
cook
appetite
the
low at the moment?
crab and ham bake,
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
that she makes a version that's green and looks kind of inedible, but is apparently just nutritious.
Sorry.
She needs to worry about
I
flavor though.
didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari, while we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was
I
that
could not
Paimon?
imagine Paimon walking.
Which day was this?
Like, that
Just
seems
after passing
unnatural
through
and wrong.
Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
His jokes suck so bad. I love how fed up everyone looks with his jokes.
No? Not funny?
Not funny.
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Yeah, is no one gonna be like, please stop explaining your joke?
Think of this as part of the
Sorry.
process of getting to know Sino. The bright
Is my mute
side,
not
these
working?
jokes show that he
What
thinks
the
of you
hell?
as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis
What hypothesis?
that plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may
Okay.
have an effect on the motor
There
functions
was like a
of flying
delay
life
thing with
forms.
mute. Sorry.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Most things are more entertaining than
I
Sino's
see.
jokes.
You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem
Oh,
much
poor
superior
Sino.
now that you're here in Mondstadt,
He's just
Sino.
like, everyone has hated my
Actually,
jokes this whole
feels like
time.
you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, you're still not convincing with that, sir.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until
Yeah,
you
like
stop
I'm
trying
surprised
to resist.
Tanari and Kale haven't just like
So
tied
we
him
have
up and
two
stuffed
different
his
mental
mouth so he'll
states?
stop telling jokes at this
Almost
point.
like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh,
Is
by
that
the
an
way,
insult, Albedo?
was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the WIndblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a WIndblume as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
I'm surprised he didn't pick cauliflower.
There's also cauliflower,
Oh,
which would
I spoke too
technically
soon.
make more sense. But somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
I spoke too soon.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow. He just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
I feel like that's the only way they can have
Sumeru's
conversations
been
with
through some major
Sino.
changes recently.
Is just try to
things at
ignore
work
his
have only
joke
just started
and
to
move
calm
on with their
down.
lives.
I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two
Is it
birds
really a
with one
vacation
stone.
if you're still thinking about work stuff
Hey,
though?
Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter
He
of
came
a
for
Genius
the card
Invocation
game.
TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is
He's
why
like,
I
I'm
am
just here
proud
for
to call you
Yu-Gi-Oh
my friend.
cards.
When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx
I
for
haven't really
guidance.
messed with the card game
A friend
too
of mine,
much.
Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival.
It definitely gave me
He
like
told me that Calx
mini
was a
game
Mondstadter,
and Witcher
so I should
vibes.
try my luck there.
Calx? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the
I love
first time
how
you
like they're
felt the
just
need
both
to
making
join.
excuses to come
Not
here.
only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes!
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels...
Yeah, if I remember
somewhat
right,
unusual.
Albedo did the
Please,
illustrations
just
for
call me Albedo.
Singcho's
Huh.
stories
So you're Calx.
that Yaimiko published.
Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
Nerd.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is
Albedo's like,
something of an
it's just a
overstatement.
card back, man.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Kanari looks so
Don't mind
unamused.
him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters,
Oh
I'd
my
like
gosh,
to hear a
he's
few more of
asking
your
for more
jokes.
jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
No, Albedo.
Really? I didn't see you laugh.
Your sense of humor is broken.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Oh yeah, Sucrose is cooking.
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Yeah, I would also burn food if I don't have timers set.
So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh at them.
I mean, it's a different kind of laughter, though.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose. As for our new friends here, leave them to me.
Wait, what is that in the campsite? Is that a bottle of liquor? That's what it looks like to me.
The cooking pot. Is
Planning
everything
a
okay?
eventful camping trip, I feel.
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kali seems a little... depressed.
Yeah, she has really seemed
I
off.
noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kali the chance to accept the blessing.
That's sweet, Sucrose.
Oh, yeah! She's the one who needs your help.
Exactly. maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube.
Okay, that was
But
your motivation.
anyway, that can wait.
She had ulterior
As much as I'd
motives.
like to
That's
make
kind of weird.
progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
Alright, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
I don't really think it's a prophecy. I think it's a scavenger hunt, but sure.
Right.
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
That was fast.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please.
Oh no, he's
I
told
don't
it
need to
4
hear the
times.
5th time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
I was like,
Tomorrow
didn't you
morning.
have plans? It's like, can't
And
you
you?
leave and stop
What
telling
are your
jokes?
plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you!
Hey, Eula was with her.
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow.
I feel like they were out having a WIndblume
eyes.
date.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh.
Eula's so
Did we
tall
break the fire
compared to
safety
her.
rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Has she met Kale too?
Oh,
I guess she's
Amber
made
and Eula.
several
The
trips.
pleasure is ours.
So I
I've heard
suppose
a
she
lot
has.
about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know
That's
we've
all
made a
she's
good
telling
impression
them
so
about.
far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Oh yeah, that's right. Sino was also
Yes,
in the
we've
comic.
met. She's
forgot about
Kale's
that.
most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Man, I cannot hit that mute button fast enough a lot of times on
Get the
time.
tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Oh, are we gonna see Venti too?
Guess Paimon knows you pretty
Are we
well,
just doing a
huh?
full tour of
Knowing
Mondstadt
him,
characters?
he should be hitting the taverns around this time.
That does sound like something Venti would do.
We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move.
Alright. Time to go find one drunk Venti. See if he knows anything about this stuff. Oh wait. So I learned you can actually go in this other door for the Angel's Share Tavern. I took a really weird route just then. But that way you don't have to worry about that stupid poster every time you try to enter the stupid door. So I swear every time I try to enter that door, that happens. Wait, you can go out this way too? Does it say where's Venti? Did I pass him up this whole time? Oh, I have to go in the front door. What? Oh no, I just have to go around to the front.
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it. Tone deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
He's just like, what is all of this all of a sudden?
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the WIndblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Why not?
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good
He
things
wrote
are
it,
sure to
didn't he?
happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location
I feel like
down for you.
Venti made
Isn't
this.
that
It's just a
generous of me?
scavenger hunt.
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would
I
you
love
like
how
to join me
Venti
for a
and
drink?
Paimon
You
are
know,
constantly
a favor
picking
for
at
a
each other.
favor. Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd like to get me that drink now? I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you have friends waiting for you. Don't worry, there'll be
I love how
plenty of
I'll
time
never
during
turn
the
down a
festival.
drink, but it's like, don't you gotta do stuff? I like that he actually offers to get drinks for the traveler, who is actually 500 years old or more, but everyone keeps treating them like they're a minor and too young to drink.
Come on in and take a seat.
Where am I going? I literally forgot where I was supposed to go for a second.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
I mean, there's the flower in Traveler's hair.
We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Why'd you ask, Paimon?
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad
I
news
guess
then?
not exactly a lie.
Paimon ate the bad news.
Sucrose is like not amused by that answer.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's
He
fine.
has emboldened her to also
Well, that
try
puts my
bad
mind at
jokes.
rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins
getting
be
all
traced
scientific
back to a
about this.
natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
I'm not gonna lie, my ADHD is zoning out during her explanation there.
Already starting to spin.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be
Oh
not
yeah,
of this
Albedo
world?
made
Albedo
a flower
may know
like
the
that.
answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and
I don't
figure
really
this
agree,
out for
but
myself.
sure.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, Now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
Yeah, even a broken clock is right twice a
I'll
day
need
is
some time to
the exact
prepare.
response.
Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her. All right. Thanks so much.
Okay, first part. Part 1 is done. Oh, what's all this? That's really pretty how they did that screen. Someone was like, we're gonna do all the graphic design here. Okay, but yeah, let's go back to that
Every
page.
journey has.
Alright, we got games, looks like. Do I want to play the games now or just keep continuing with the quest? Yeah, let me grab my cat. He's like at my feet. Okay. It's been a while since Sage has been on stream. Look, buddy. He does not want to look at the camera. Here, you just want to chill in my lap? Oh, this one's like the rhythm game. I think. I've seen something about that one. We got a photography one. Nice. What's in the event shop? Oh wait, so we can have a little slime balloon in the teapot.
Don't rush.
Right. I think I will actually. Oh yeah, let me get all of my mail that's built up. So because I accidentally triggered that event cutscene, I haven't been able to do daily quests and stuff because I wanted to have like the beginning of the cutscene on stream, and then that caused everything to stay like all scuffed up and we couldn't even see it. Slightly annoyed by that.
As I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Let's do some of the mini games for a little bit before we continue on. Let me throw a little music up. Maybe. Okay, Spotify hates me, I guess. Alright, or maybe I will continue this event for a little bit. I don't know.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who
Yeah, I'll just do a
share
minigame
the
anyway.
memory?
Just try the rhythm game. Is that where we're at on top of it? Oh, we gotta talk to them to start the quest. Okay, we'll save the games for afterward then. We'll just do part 2 of the festival.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
It'd be cool if you could do that in real life. Just skip forward to a certain time when you're waiting for stuff.
And those who come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as
Oh
I
wait, still
remember.
not the time yet.
But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Oh yeah, don't characters like appear at certain spots too? Maybe I should hunt for some of them.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay, apparently Mika and Sino are supposed to be up here somewhere. Yep, there they are. So Mika is a new character that should be coming out in the next patch, I think.
So this is Storm Terror's lair.
Does he have a camera?
From which direction will Storm Terror appear, I wonder?
Excuse me.
Who's there?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
I apologize as well. I acted on force of habit.
He's got
You
such
must
like a
be a
little
local,
nerdy
yes?
voice.
My name is Sino, and I'm here sightseeing in Mondstadt. In truth, it is I who am disturbing you.
Might I ask if you're looking for something here?
I'm waiting for Storm Terror to arrive.
You even set up a camera.
He's gonna get
Yes.
a picture of Storm Terror.
I hope to capture a good picture as reference material for an artist I know.
Oh, in that case, let me help keep watch too. From what I've heard, Storm Terror's movements have some regular schedule.
Roughly how often does it appear?
Hold on. I'll have to check against our data first. Let me consult my notes.
He has notes on it.
Mr. Sino, sir, are you going to stand there staring into the sky the entire time?
Don't worry, I'm quite strong. My neck can take it.
Because that's the problem with
I
the
mean,
situation.
you should sit down. I brought a blanket. Here, you can borrow it.
I'll be alright.
Oh, okay.
He's so
Well,
awkward.
huh. Weird. Now I'm staring up into the sky too.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Sucrose!
Let's take a look at Mika here. He is like a human chocobo. Look at his hair.
Who's
Oh,
there?
it starts the whole thing over.
Oh,
Shit.
sorry.
I didn't mean to start the whole
I
thing over.
apologize as
No!
well.
Might I?
I'm waiting for Storm.
I was
You
hoping
even
for
said
new
yes.
conversation stuff.
Oh,
Hmm. Don't worry, I'm quite.
no.
I'll be alright.
Oh, huh.
Okay. So that's that one. Let's see. Up, Kali, Amber, and Eula are off Falcon Coast. Right. I'm looking in the right spot. Right? If I could just read, there was like a word saying Falcon Coast. We should be somewhere around here. I'm not seeing anybody. Oh, wait, there's someone over there on that sandbar. I love fighting things with Hazo. Just being able to punch stuff in the face is just so satisfying. Wait, is one of them still alive? Or is this tornado's just lasting forever? Oh wait, this is some NPC, isn't it? Oh, I see him over there, okay.
Falling into the sea is he's still following us.
Is that train?
I was not fast enough for that crab. Oh, look at them all.
Whoa! Did you two see that? A bird with huge wings just flew by! If Master Tainari was here, he'd be able to tell you its scientific names, species, and behaviors. But as for me, all I can tell you is it isn't a species we have in Sumeru.
Oh? Then what
Feels.
kinds of birds do you have in Sumeru?
Like, do I know
Dust
what
birds.
something
They have
is?
the
Nope.
most beautiful, vibrant colors.
It's a bird.
The feathers on their chests are the color of ripe sunsettias, and their wingtips are the color of tender mint leaves. They're not too skittish around people, and at my tree this tree that I often go past, there's a dusk bird there that always looks at me like it understands
Does she have
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
secret tree
I
clubhouse?
once picked up one of its feathers from the ground. It felt really nice.
You have keen observation skills and a love for living things. You'd be better served directing your energies there, rather than sighing and whining all the time.
Eula says things in the most awkward way possible sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say she
Just
seemed
ignore the
real
second half,
excited,
Kali.
chattering away about stuff
No,
she
it's
liked just
fine.
then.
I know what she means. She does have a
And she's
point.
been like
Are you
all
hungry for
mopey
fish?
this whole
I
time.
see quite a few over there.
Sounds like someone's up for a fishing contest, huh? Fair warning, though, I won't lose.
Seriously? Another competition? I thought we were supposed to be sightseeing. But still, wait for me.
See, and then there should be Tadari and Albedo up by the Thousand Winds Temple. Let me switch to someone taller. Like, I like Hazo, but running around with him when you have to, like, climb or go through water, it's frustrating because of how short he is. Especially the water, because he, like, goes to swimming in such shallow depths compared to all the tall characters.
Right. Gather. Let's roll. Ah!
Amp it up!
There's one.
Can't catch me.
I kind of half expected to find a treasure chest I'd forgotten as I climbed that. Because I think I have them all, and then I'll be doing something other in an area. I'll look over, and there's a treasure chest in a very obvious location that I have no clue how I missed. I really need to work on getting 100% exploration on Mondstadt. Did I pass them out? Look at that marker on that map.
Can't catch me.
Oh, there they are. Of course they'd be among all the Cecilia. I need to get a bunch of that actually to level up my albedo.
I've heard that Cecilias only grow in remote spots at high altitude, and that you're unlikely to ever
Sorry, I
see
forgot to
one
hit mute
unless
for
you
a
go
second.
looking for it. Though they can be preserved for a long time as specimens, I can't take back the beauty they possess in the wild. It's a shame.
Shall I ask Sucrose to develop a Cecilia variant with improved soil adaptability for you? I should warn you, though, it may very well end up with a name like Tetratanic Ananimo Cecilia, or perhaps Epsilon Series Cecilia Variation 601 Sumeru growth type.
Is this you attempting to tell a joke?
Well, I mean, it's a nerdy name, but it could be
Unfortunately not, I'm
worse.
being completely serious.
In that case, I look forward to...
I love how Albedo's like, I'm
well,
sorry, that was not even
whichever
a
of those
joke.
two
She
it ends up
just
being.
does stuff like that.
Back to our previous topic. If you wish to use antitoxic compounds from calla lilies in an antidote, then I have a few suggestions.
Can't catch me.
Alright. Oh, there's some more characters too. Oh, there's Sumeru. Alright. Capital and Aru Village. And we can see some stuff of Dea and Candace and everyone too. I'm glad it's somewhere easy because I have not got anywhere close to finishing my Sumeru exploration. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to pull for Dea too. That is absolutely something I need to do. Like, I get everyone has shit on her and her kit, but it's not really that bad. Not near as bad as everyone's making it out to be. I forgot what amazed. Oh, it's in the building. Is it this building then? I think she's still cool.
Can't catch
Yeah,
me.
there we are. There's the idea.
Oh, hey there, traveler. Nice to see ya. Well, Sino's out of the country on a trip, so he got me to come and help his subordinates take care of a few things. I guess you can say I'm his temporary substitute.
Oh, so that's what he meant
The
when he got two
atmosphere around
helpers.
here's not too bad nowadays, so I don't mind sticking around once in a while.
I could see
You've
Dia
probably
filling
got
in
a
for
lot
him.
going on yourself, I bet. Good luck with everything.
But also the fact that everyone's complaining about her also makes me want to build her out of spite. Like, I thought about doing like a whole unpopular Pyro Girl spite team. Just her, Amber, and Shinyan. Maybe throw in Bennett just cause. Which no one thinks Bennett's bad, but still. Or maybe I could do a Animo character to swirl with. Okay, where am I supposed to look for Candace at? I'm sorry, my memory like is not very very long on keeping track of stuff.
Will Miss Sataria bring me some new picture books?
See where we at? Oh, nope, it's probably this way. Yeah, there we are.
Sataria, you should take a break and have a bite to eat. Sataria?
Thank you. Sorry, I was completely absorbed in what I was doing. I didn't even hear your voice.
Oh, it's all right.
I
I'm
hyperfocus
glad
too.
that you enjoy the work you're doing.
Sorry you've ended up having to babysit me. I'm sure you have far more important things to do.
Well,
I really like
Ramon's busy
Candace's
with the
design. She
Eremites
looks really
these
cool.
days. But having me stand in as your bodyguard must be a welcome breath of fresh air for you. It's a change for me, too. My first time working as a bodyguard. I'm just treating it as a chance to get a taste of Dia's line of work.
I tried telling Mahamatra Sino that I can work unsupervised.
Oh, so it's the other person Tano has
this
filling
ought
in.
to be the last of his worries. He said that educators willing to work in the desert are an extremely rare breed, so I need a bodyguard for protection at all times. I think he's being a little overprotective.
But, at the end of the day, that's why we know we can count on the General Mahamatra. He and I are of the same mind in this case, so
I
am
think
very
whenever she's on a
happy to
banner
protect
again, I'm
you.
gonna try and get her.
While you're in our village, we're partners. We don't want to
I like all
cause
of her
you any
moon
unnecessary
stuff.
pressure. So please,
Cause that looks like a moon too.
try to enjoy your time here.
Alright. Now we'll go talk to Sucrose.
Can't catch me.
Sucrose, we're here!
Oh, traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Really hard to drink drinks in this mask.
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves
I
are
love how
the
she's still
answers.
referring to this as a prophecy.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with
Yeah, as I
albedo
say,
for this
albedo.
one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
Exactly.
It's like, you're also
the
an alchemist,
creator of the
Sucrose.
Tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject
So
is
group 1 is Team
a
Plant
guide who will
Nerds.
never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but
Maybe an
they
adventurer?
have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Ooh, astrologer. I didn't think about
You mean
that.
Mona? Yeah, she definitely count.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
I would not count Bennett. I feel like he's constantly getting lost. He has to be the unluckiest person ever.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
But you need like a
I
long
see.
distance tracker to know.
I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list.
You can argue with that logic, Sucrose.
So one extra
Tell
person
Paimon
won't
to
hurt.
shut up.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes.
I'm trying to think
I
of people
believe there may
too.
be one more.
Wait, Mika. What
Albedo
about
once
Mika?
made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance
Ah, I
company.
called it.
He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list.
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Wait, where's she at?
Can't catch me.
Ah.
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is
That
it time
seems
already?
a little suspicious.
Oh
Does
no.
she have a surprise for her?
sorry.
Oh, she was wrapping up gifts.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might
I
get
feel like
lost
wrapping
along
up
the way.
gifts out in the middle
So
of
we
the
thought that
street
we'd
is
come
a good
get
way
you.
for people to see what you're doing.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now.
Like, she could have went inside somewhere and done that. I like how they put like little pinwheels in the
pick up
bushes
where
and
we
stuff
left
too
off.
for decorations.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Why is Diluc a suggestion? Like, he literally lies about being like Mondstadt's version of Batman.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
Traveler completely forgot about him being the
But what
Dark Knight
about
hero,
Kaya?
apparently.
He's a cavalry captain and a rather popular
Kaya
figure,
lies all
but
the damn time.
you think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't
Yeah.
qualify either.
Venti is
He talks
lying
way
about
too
being a
much
god.
nonsense. Is there
They're
anyone
doing a
else
bad
for
job
this?
at suggesting things for this.
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example,
Yeah, the Knights kind of cover up a
when
number of
Lisa
things,
loses
really.
track of time in the library
We might as well
and
just
misses her patrol
call
shift,
out all the...
Jean will come up
cancel
with
out all
some
the Knights
excuse,
from this list.
like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave. Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time.
Wait, Klee's honest.
Do you think that rules
She's a
her?
child.
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions. No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale.
I don't know
You
about
probably haven't met her
Rosaria.
yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
I love how the description she went with was a little scary. It's like she's the least nun-looking nun there is.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to
Yeah,
hide
I'm pretty
anything.
sure she actually was
She
trying
was
to
just
lie in
very
that.
direct and straightforward.
Because doesn't she like
That's why I
suspect
don't think of her
Albedo
as the lying
of being a danger?
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make
That is
excuses
true.
when
She
skips
doesn't
choir.
make excuses. She's just like,
doesn't
I
show
hate
up.
doing this.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down. In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
I can see Sano.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor.
Wait, didn't he lie during that
lie to
quest
save his
though?
life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
I can see Noelle.
Write her name down too.
Wait.
I feel like
there's
Noelle
one
might be
more
our best
person.
bet.
You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Is he
He
finally
swore that he wouldn't
dating
say a
that
dishonest word or slack off
other NPC
until
from
he
Leeway?
succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well,
Paimon, you should remember he has a crush.
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
What was her name? Is it Yinger? It starts with like a Y, I think.
Since we're on the topic,
But her
how
very
come Timaeus,
sus
in the Lady of His Dreams,
perfume shop
was
or
also
whatever it
one of
was.
my goals for this WIndblume festival?
But how can we help with that?
Like I'm pretty sure it's just a
I don't
brothel.
know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Wait, they have fridges?
Is it any good?
I want a fridge. We have a fridge on our pot?
Sounds like a no. Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
When I think about
maybe.
legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
I feel like Vinty might could fit this because bards sing about legends.
Fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I'll put you on the list. I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Of course, she wouldn't Paimon.
Clay might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Well, I feel like Alice would be the better choice, but she isn't here, so I suppose Clea will do.
Makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely
Yeah,
everyone
it sounds
on
like
the
a lot of
list?
people
It seems like
to
a
go
lot
through.
of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Collie's like little scarf things on her hood.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Can't you take Paimon for me, Sucrose?
Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
You can have Paimon, and I can
I promise
go
I'll
without
help.
her.
Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this. Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I just now realized I forgot to update my Traveler's name to my new username.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go
Straight
to the
from
library.
one cutscene to the
Lisa
other.
should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Lisa's lair. It has some alliteration to it, I'll give him that. Oh, I get to be Sucrose. But, see. Yeah, let me change that. Should I do the part? Nope. Maybe I should just do Grim. And we'll put finger slip. There we go.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no.
Don't let her overhear that, man.
Choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
There is no Lisa. Everybody else is here too.
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
That was terrible, Sino.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny
I think he's already
jokes?
achieved worldwide fame for unfunny jokes at this point.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sino was supposed to have went to school with
So
Lisa.
you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod
It's kind
students.
of hard to picture them like being classmates.
That's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy. And we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The
Did they make a
Sucrose
mailbox for this?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
That's too long. Just stick to Sucrose.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Not
Yes,
really.
I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul.
Because she seems just as shy as
And
ever to
isn't
me.
rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too,
I'm pretty sure
Albedo.
everyone has noticed she's
From
introverted.
the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
Good old trauma.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very
Well, it's like the
important
card
to me.
game is equally important
really kill you to
to
just say
the
yes
child
in
that
this
we're
situation?
raising.
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an
I
extension
don't
of
know,
your
because
own
like they're both so
self-confidence as your
shy.
teacher.
I feel like it's
You could say that.
not gonna go
In a
anywhere.
similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources
Talking
equate
for a
to
long
social
time.
capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies.
Like
But
a family
the
just
relationship
to
between the three
further
of
their
us is not an
education. What?
academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings.
What?
An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by
The-
academic considerations.
A hole was just blown in the ship.
As much as I'd prefer
So,
not to admit it,
a whole bunch of people have
statement
been
is not
shipping like
inaccurate.
Tainari and
I
Sano,
can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself,
but
and it's only natural
he's just
for me
like,
to be
I love him like a
protective of her.
brother just then, and
What you
they kind of
described
ruined
fits
that.
the idea of a city of learning, as
They were
I
so
imagine
cute
it.
together too.
The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to
Of course, Sino would be.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
Otherwise, like Kale
No.
could be more of an older sister to
You will
you.
never see me admit to being the youngest sibling.
It's like you're immature.
Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Guess we'll leave Kali and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Kitty. I really wish they'd let you pet the cats in this game. There's another cat.
How many bouquets I'll receive this year.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher
Lisa.
is
Oh, we
not
got
at the
Razor.
usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Interesting if they haven't already met yet.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Oh, we get a little info on him.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
WIndblume. Fun?
Razor and his
We haven't
Tarzan
gotten to the
talk.
fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case,
I
I'll
imagine
step
Bennett
up and
doesn't get
present my
asked for
thoughts on
help
the
very
matter.
often.
Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts.
I too am bad at organizing my thoughts, kid.
There's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan.
This does really feel like we're meeting everyone on the reconnecting the server. What's happened?
Nice! Just as
Okay.
we hoped. There's a load of people here.
Oh no, are we having to start that scene over again?
Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised.
Teacher is...
Oh, please. Mika's here today.
Hello.
no need to be so...
WIndblume.
Actually, we haven't...
Yeah, they gave us the
A
options,
good
like,
one or...
be nice to meet you again to Mika, so did he appear in a previous event, maybe?
Gosh, that else.
I can't believe I made it...
Believe. Right.
Okay, then...
Oh, there's no need to tell us...
A meticulous and efficient...
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see,
Can
right?
Razor write, I
we
wonder,
should leave you to it.
to even
And
leave
don't worry
them
about us.
a
We'll
note
drop
in the
off our letters
mailbox?
at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now.
Like, he was
Over to Star's
largely
bench,
raised by
next.
wolves. I don't
Maybe we'll
imagine
be
they
able
would
to find some
be able to
people
teach
there.
him writing.
And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Tea always sounds good. Up then back to
Where
Sucrose and
to
Kale.
next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got
There's
it.
a lot of
Kale,
cutscenes
please follow
back
me.
to back. Yeah, I feel like we're slowly meeting everyone in Mondstadt for this event.
It's our lucky day.
Plus
There's
some.
several people over there. Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Of course she was with her, they're girlfriends.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
They can't even remember
we
her
were
name.
Just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale.
I feel like it's
I
been
missed you
forever
the
since
last
I've
few
seen
times you were in
Noelle.
Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Probably because aside from not seeing her in events, I have also not had her in my party basically since I got Shinyan.
Nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very
I
young
thought
knight
Noelle
in the
wasn't a
ranks,
knight yet
but
though.
it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Kale, what do you do?
I'm a
Has she
trainee
been
forest
granted
ranger in the
official
Avidia
knighthood now?
Forest.
Train me?
It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic.
Her
It's
social
just Amber
anxiety.
and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry.
Kale is one of the guests from Sumeru.
At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises,
You know what feels, Kale?
actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me, tell me!
I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Why do I
idea.
feel like
I
Klee
think
is
we
not
can all
gonna
commit to
drop a
writing a note.
note, but
We'll see
instead a
what we can
bomb
come up
in
with.
the mailbox?
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah. So, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe Safe trip back.
They were so awkward in turning that down.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No,
Yep.
no, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone.
I guess it would
Amber
be kind
was
of
the
awkward,
one person who didn't give up on me.
given that she was
If it
like
wasn't
a
for
little
her
bit of a threat to
persistence,
Mondstadt when she
I
first came
wouldn't have
there.
found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at
I mean,
all.
you should
My
try to be
personality's
yourself,
so
not other people, kid.
weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Oh, I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still.
Yeah, her
Why did
story's
she
a
have
little
to
sad.
go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine.
I feel like Teyvat needs to invest
Really
in some
glad that you're willing to
therapists.
tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do.
This is such a deep
All the
little
feelings
emotional
that you
moment they're
talked about
having.
just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much.
I too relate to that.
And also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Aw, Sucrose, it's actually really helpful.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all.
Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side.
This is
Mondstadt's breeze
precious.
is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
Sucrose, you and your test tubes.
I don't think so. Sorry.
Oh, hello, Sage.
Then
Please don't step on the
maybe
keyboard,
we're
buddy.
not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Here, you want to step over here? Get in the camera?
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next
Flasks?
time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic WIndblume.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're
Yeah,
really
let me put
cool.
my mic close to him so you can hear
I
him
think you
purring.
might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I
You
brought some
get
crackers with
ASMR.
me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them? No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're
Yeah,
not what
don't-
Kale needs
don't
right
intrude
now.
on the introverts.
She needs a new friend. Someone different, who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Meanwhile, at Star Snatch Cliff. Actually, let me kill these slimes real quick.
Solidify!
Oh, I was hoping to get some slime stuff.
Attaboy!
I thought I was hitting Hazel. Messed that up. Sage, buddy. Don't hit my mic.
Star Snatch Cliff! We
I may have messed up
I'm
trying
hopes
to
we
bring the
find
mic
someone
near
we
him
need
so you
here.
could hear him purring.
Help!
Because now
I
he
beg you, please don't let
recognized it.
go!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
For whatever reason, once he takes notice of my mic, he decides he has to knock it.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
Here, buddy, sit in my
It's
lap.
been a while, traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Yeah, what's happened to
Hey,
Timaeus?
please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not
I love how
lent
she has
him a
like
hand
little
and pulled him up,
knuckle
he would have
knife
gone
things or
tumbling down the
claws going
cliffside.
on.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters
I'm
is what the
surprised he didn't
WIndblume
invite
Festival's
her
all
to come
about.
to the festival with him.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the Scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
I don't know if his paw showed up in sight just then, but he was trying to reach for the mic.
Huh, I see.
Buddy.
So, all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh.
I was like, we don't want to hear
me.
you.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
See, this is the problem with streaming of cats. What am I doing? There we go.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back
Just
a
because
little
everyone was
early,
like in groups.
so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale
Kind of
got
a
a
cute
splinter.
little mailbox, though.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving.
Of course Paimon's starving.
Wanna get dinner? Your treat.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
You know, forget Paimon being
Now would be a
possibly
good time for a break.
the
Once
unknown
everything is
god
ready,
or a fragment of the
let's meet
unknown
up here
god.
again and call
She's
in all
clearly
the
the god of
information we've
gluttony.
gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Random suspicious person. Who was that? Got my fingers out of alignment on the keyboard.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
No, I kind of don't believe that. I feel like Paimon was just ordering for her.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
It's such a weird thing to be picky about.
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone-Deaf
I think that's right. Venti was gonna want a drink.
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
As if
I
that would
shall
stop
take you
him
up
from
on your
drinking
kind
more.
offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What are we looking at? A map?
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else
I'm
has
guessing
signed
this
up
must be
year,
something
so
referencing
the
from the
duty to
previous
learn
WIndblume.
falls on you. Anyway, see you
I
later.
know when I very first joined Genshin, like the very end of like the WIndblume festival was happening.
Always looks so relaxed
So I never got to
whenever
see
we
that
run
first
into
one.
him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind.
Oh, this is suspicious.
Chat with you for a
My
moment?
words. Suspicious person.
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land.
I'm assuming based on
Mind
the
if I buy you a drink?
fur hat, she's from Snezhnaya.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
And why would you want to know?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
I don't know if I
It certainly
trust her.
lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So?
Has it really been called the City of Romance? I've only ever heard it called the City of Freedom.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world. and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Yep, and there's someone else watching her. Oh, Rosaria.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Rosaria really has some bags under her eyes going on. Like, I feel like she could use some sleep.
Today's recommendation is the steak. A flower that is not of this world.
Speaking of sleep, it is like... Oh. Maybe a little bit more. So I might ought to go to bed soon. Like, I've become semi-nocturnal, but... Still. This is starting part 3. Let's see. So we found all the people for day 1. Let's find people for day 2. And then I'll call it a night. Let's see. Sino and Lisa in the Favonius Library. There's so many stairs in this city. Like, it does not feel very ADA compliant here. Like, what would they do if someone, like, couldn't walk up steps anymore? I don't know what I just triggered. No. Oh no. I don't even know what I'm doing. Apparently I lost. Oh, I'll come back and figure out what the heck that was another time. Oh, look at the decorations here around the statue. Like, the decorations I did for this festival are nice, but it's still not as cool as the lantern rite was. While the stuff lit up in Leeway. Oh wait, I went to the cathedral instead of the library, didn't I? Because it's in the... You know what? I'm just gonna teleport to it. I am directionally challenged in video games. Oh, didn't mean to talk to you, Wyatt. Oh, they were up here.
Why, if it isn't my underclassman, Sino. What a pleasant surprise it is to see you in Mondstadt during the WIndblume Festival.
Greetings, Lisa. Though I'm sure you've been aware of my presence in Mondstadt for some time already.
Oh dear, looks like you've seen right through me. But I was in no
I like
hurry.
how they're getting to catch
I
up.
knew we'd see each other sooner or later.
Yes. It's just as Professor Cyrus said. Shared aspirations always have a way of bringing people into each other's orbit.
He always has such a poetic way of wording
I
things.
just noticed Traveler
I
looks from
suppose that's the
whoever's
one
speaking
respect
to
in
the
which
other.
I've taken after him. While in your case, yes, it's his wit and eccentricities that have left their mark on you.
I'm not sure that describes me very aptly these days, given that I'm now the General Mahamatra. Still, if we're going to talk about ways with words, I think my deadpan humor is far superior than
Your
our
humor
professor's.
can't be
Is
superior to
that
anything.
so? Strange.
Unless
I
he is
heard
even
that you're just
worse
Sino
about
the
puns.
Adventurer when you're in Mondstadt.
You make a good point.
What do you think of Mondstadt during this time of year? It's quite nice, isn't it?
Yes, it's very nice. I think I'm starting to understand your reasons for leaving the academia.
I've always prided myself on making wise decisions.
I
And
do like that
was
Sino at least
certainly
is
one
like,
of
hey, I
them.
get it.
If our professor had been as sensible as you,
Because, like,
he
in
would
the
have
little
had a
event they
much
had
easier
Lisa
time
and
in his working
Sumeru,
life.
they really were like, why are you
Being
wasting your
stubborn
time
doesn't
in
help
Mondstadt?
anybody.
Well, if even you feel comfortable criticizing him now that he's retired, it really goes to show how much he's changed. Stubbornness is an all too common vice among scholars. I hope that never rubs off on you. I'm always happy to see you visit Mondstadt and experience the feeling of freedom for yourself. I heard the latest news about Kale, too. No doubt the traumas of her childhood will persist for a while to come. But I have to say, she appears to be doing quite better this time than on previous visits. I suppose you're something of a mentor to her, aren't you?
He's basically her second
Now
dad.
that I think about it, the two of you
Tanari
aren't
being
so
her first dad.
dissimilar. The power of Hermanubis once brought you great suffering.
That's all in the past now. Besides, Professor thankfully didn't treat me like a test subject for the priest's power like the higher-ups had hoped, even though I was a desert dweller. Instead, he gave me the tools I needed to lead the life I have today. He adopted me, educated me, taught me how to fit into society. I am very grateful to him.
You are very gifted, and sometimes that can become its own curse.
They're having like
But he has
a
reason
very
to be
long
grateful
conversation
to you,
compared to
too.
the other
Without
times
you
we
as
found
his
people.
son/student, he may have never changed his stubborn ways. As a fellow student of his, I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Well, look at how quickly this developed from small talk to a deep and serious conversation. That's one thing I do miss about my academia days.
By virtue of being another of his students, you were as much a part of Professor's family as I. It's perfectly natural for a daughter to inherit her father's conversation style.
If you say so. I suppose that means I get to call you
I was gonna
baby
say,
brother from now
does that
on.
make them like family too?
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, I got so
Yes,
embarrassed about
there is
that.
the baby brother I remember.
So she's like forever gonna call him that now. Alright, let's see. What else can we find on day 2? Is that all the day 2 ones? I guess it is, just that one. Well. Let's see, how long is the wish event going on? Yeah, we still got plenty of time. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end it here and do part 3 of the WIndblume event tomorrow. And then I'll also pull for Dia. I'm actually trying to pull for Dia and Sino. So hopefully I'm get really lucky and get both of them. Cause I'm definitely not spending any money for more wishes this time. I am too broke for that. So I'll do that. Probably, I don't know if I'll start the Sumeru stuff, but I might. Or I guess I may not do this tomorrow, because may or may not be doing a stream with friends playing Sons of Forest. Depends on what gets decided there. I have not figured out my schedule, but I'm going to try to stream most days if possible. I really need to work on routine. Alright, but I think that is it for tonight. Let me go ahead and get my stuff ready to turn off here. Alright. Night, everybody.
Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.